Welcome back everybody, and we're back with episode 6. This time we're going to be continuing on with Spawn. It's actually getting quite close to finishing now, so we'll be getting on with some of the shops. So yeah, let's get to it. And before we get started with the shop, I just wanted to say, just look, it just looks great, doesn't it? I mean, it's looking like so complete. We've got almost every side done now. Yeah, it's just looking great. I mean, even look at that. That was Night Play's idea, and that was great. I mean, my original idea was it was pretty lame. I haven't got any pictures, thank God, because yeah, it was basically 3 blocks, which he's now transformed into this. So yeah, enough look around. Let's get down to the shops. I've completed some of the stock shops, so I've done the weapon shop so far. It's not particularly spectacular. I think I'm gonna have to do a few more sort of finishing touches in here, but yeah, it's looking a bit more like a shop, like, you know, you're walking through the mall, or whatever you want to call it, shopping centre. You can come in here and you can sort of buy anything from bows to, I think, arrows we got here. Yeah, swords, etc. Come across here, and we've got our tool shop, so, you know, axes, pickaxes, etc. I've tried to stay off using a lot of these item boards. My last shop had them everywhere, showing everything, which did look quite good, but the lag was phenomenal. But yeah, it's looking not too bad in here. One problem I have had, which I really like the wall, however, I think paintings are like entities, so they seem to like lag out a lot. Especially like if I look this way, everything just seems to stop. Not stop, but, you know, get a little bit slower. So anyway, these are the first 2 shops, and the one I'm trying to finish off at the moment is just across the hall. And it's the building, sort of like building general shop. The way I've gone for it this time is, rather than having item holders with the items, I've gone with the actual item themselves hanging from the top. So you can still see what you're getting, just in case you're not sure of the colour or what it is. And then you've got a sign there. Press the button, and yeah, we've got the blocks. And I've done most of it up until... where are we? I think it's I'll fall through there. Yeah, no, last row to go now. I think I've just got to program these in, finish this off here, and yeah, I've actually gone for quite a simple one. Normally I would use a different method, which involves probably about 7 or 8 command blocks with like a no and a yes. This time I've just gone for a straight, and if you've got enough money you buy it, if you don't you don't. It's only because I'm just having to place so many of these at the moment. There does seem to be an extreme amount, so yeah, it's quite a simple one. I've basically just made like a load of rows of these, or I made the first row and then copied it over here, there, and at the end bits over here. It's quite simple, you know. We're testing for the coins, taking away the coins, and then given the item. Obviously the second one won't go through, neither will the item if you don't have enough money. Yeah, we won't go too much to the command blocks, and I'm gonna get started on this. I'm not actually sure what to do now, so I've got doors, glass, stone, brick, lights, carpet. Just I'm trying to include a bit of everything. Got terracotta there, coloured glass. Got some sort of nether type bricks, chests. This is like the farming area, I suppose. If you need to get your seeds or trees, etc., you can come by them. And yeah, so I'm not too sure what to actually do with this last bit. I'm going to have to give it a bit of thought here. So I've decided on banners. I think that will sort of finish it off, because we have got kingdoms here, so why not? People will be probably splitting up to different sort of coloured kingdoms, and yeah, I think that'll be good if you can also choose your banners. So I think that's going to be it. We've got pretty much enough space to, I think, fit possibly all the banners, maybe. We'll see. Some tedious time later, I've now completed all of these banners, and as you can see, you can buy pretty much, I think it's every colour from black to white and every colour in the middle. So I think I've completed the series of banners, and yeah, takes the money and I get the banner. So we're looking nice now. Next thing I'm going to have to figure out is how I'm going to have to display it here, I think. So I think it's a couple of choices. You either banners sit on string. We're going to try now anyway. So let's get our banner. Oh, no. I swear that used to work. I was crouching as well. Anyway, so test 1, no good. Let's take the strings out. So the second one I would have liked to do is use a gape. So I believe it swings out if you put it the right way. No, it's not where I want you. There we go. And then let's open the wrong way, of course. Right, now. Oh, yes. Oh, that's what I'm liking. I might put a little bit higher than that, but yeah. So I think that's the effect we're going to go with. So you can sort of, it looks like it's hanging anyway. I sort of doubt people will be running right underneath or particularly care about this tiny little gap. But yeah, so that's the one we're going to go for. And I believe after that, we've got a few more here. And that's pretty much all the buy options done in here, which I'm glad to see because I've been working on this quite a while. I don't know if you noticed, but the lag has reduced. I got really annoyed and had to break most of these things. I'm going to figure out a different method or something different there. It looked nice, but I'll change it up a little bit. So yeah, let's finish the rest of these off. All the banners are up and we're looking much nicer here. You can actually walk down, check out what banner you like. And I've ended up using the gates sort of holder with the fences. I did then have the problem of looked really bad around the back, so I put a load of just brown barriers to stop that bit. And yeah, I think that's looking quite nice. Can't complain myself. Might put one more. There we go. Yeah, I think that's looking quite smart there. I think maybe enough of the barriers though. I don't want to go too over the top. But yeah, I like that a lot. Nice. So I think last one to finish now should do just it's like the, I suppose, appliances aisle, you could say, if you need to quickly come grab something. I mean, most of these things you can just make yourself, but let's say if you're busy farming, you might be a bit rich, so but you know, you make loads of coins and you think, well, you know what, I can't be bothered to craft, I'm just going to come in here and grab it. So far we've programmed these 4, got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, so yeah, I suppose better get on with that. So after a bit of thinking, I've decided to leave the appliances for now and potentially get on with the selling shops. The commands for these aren't exactly hard, it's just, it can be a bit tedious again. It's only 3 for each selling thing, but you got to think how many items we've got to sell. So we've got pretty much all the crops as an option on here to sell. Then got mob items, and then we've got ores as well. So I mean, when you start to add all them items up, it does come to quite a number. So I've been putting this off for a little bit, and I suppose it is time to actually do it now. I mean, one of the ideas we've been playing with is swapping over the server to one that can handle plugins as well, which does actually have some pretty cool selling options. But yeah, I've come into a bit of a pickle with that one. So for the moment, I'm going to keep building on it until that gets all figured out. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty. I don't know if you've used one of these selling machines before, but obviously on my survival screen it looks a bit different, but it just gives you an option, a dialogue, and then a button if you want to sell something, and then it sells sort of an amount of each thing. So I still like these methods anyway, but I think I'm going to have to head down to the control room and start getting on with these. And yeah, I need to get these green markers sort of measured up. So this is like the sell distance. So if you're stood in the green marker, you'll be able to sell it. If you're stood in the blue bit, then you won't be able to. It'll stop people getting mixed up. If someone's here selling something and then someone's here selling something else, you don't want them to get giving each other's money. So I did start to do it, however the sun started shining again. It's another nice morning and I thought I'd just take a walk around and just check out the place. I've sort of I've had a little command block, so yeah, I think I'll give it a little break. So just a little chat here. Obviously this is again the entrance to kingdoms. You're going to be able to sort of, once you have enough coins, purchase a kingdom, open up a kingdom bank account, etc. And yeah, I won't reveal too much more, but it's pretty cool. It's a nice feature. I think we've sort of thought about it enough to make it a pretty relevant, nice feature that people are going to want to use. Yeah, over here we've got ourselves a little dock. Eventually this will house all of our mini games, and it won't just be a case of just running into a portal. It'll be, you grab your boat here. Just I've done that with a few commands. Obviously that's what the guy will say. I won't put the commands in there, but yeah, it'll give you a boat. Make sure you don't sort of overuse it. You'll be able to jump in and just sort of take a swim out and check out the mini games that you want to go to. I think that's potentially the start of one. But yeah, over here, this hasn't really changed a lot, to be fair. It has been well barriered up. I mean, what you can't see sort of at the moment is the amount of barriers that are sort of closing us in. It's a bit daunting. I might show you a bit later, but yeah, we've got the, I think I've shown this before in a previous video, but yeah, way to the nether there. Not actually done anything in the nether yet. Got a sort of silly little course which will be made better. One of the things that Night Plays did add on, which I really like, and I'll be putting more of, is this sort of upward going lava. It looks real realistic. It looks nice. I'd love it if we sort of had it come in between the steps here. So as you're doing your jumps, you'd have to time it right. So you jump here and then you get this sort of bit of lava come up then down. This still working on. Sort of made a bit of a difference here, but it's still not completely finished. It's the PvP part, so sorry, I think I might change this a little bit. I mean, the idea is to have like a separate bit of the world that you go into and you can just PvP and survive there. But then I thought, you put a lot of time into your builds. Is there a lot of point of doing that? Because potentially you might not really want to spend time on that because you're building up your castle or whatever else. So I might actually make that into a bit of a sort of tournament area, maybe like a stadium. So then if you did want to, go at it with your swords, you could just go there, have a sword fight, see who's best, and then come back out and get on with the normal world. So I think that's probably enough chatting about the server. Well, it's not looking great down there. I can only compare this to sort of a chest. A messy command room is like a messy chest or inventory. You don't know where stuff is, you can't access it quickly if you want to. I haven't even labelled everything, so you got some which are quite clear, and then you got some which you have no idea. Yeah, it just stresses me out just looking at this. I think maybe a room separation with a little corridor might help. Sort of you can work your way through. Yeah, this is not looking good so far. It's looking nice on the top and terrible on the bottom. But yeah, I think I'm going to go for maybe like some sort of, I don't know. I don't even know if I can navigate through this. How do you navigate through this? I don't understand why I even made it like this, but yeah. So I think, in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a bit of a switch up from doing command blocks and, yeah, tidy up this place a little bit, see if we can make it a bit more organised. So after a bit of building and reorganising, I think I've done the best I can do in this sort of situation. Obviously, we still have a few random ones, but I thought there's no point building a little room just for these command blocks, and these can't be moved. So we've got rooms, we have signs, we have doors, and we have everything sort of segregated to its own, yeah, everything from effects to our sort of run through bit there to get to the other side. Everything is again labelled and looks a lot better, so I can find myself now. What have we got here? Oh yeah, signage. Server announcements. I do like to have server announcements. They just look that bit more professional, especially, and also you might want to reiterate some rules. You might want to have anything really. You might want to announce that somebody's done something specific. Maybe a nice build's going on. These are the command. I like these command blocks. I sort of like the way they work. I got it off another YouTuber that made a nice video about doing like a command block anti-hack style thing, and it does sort of work, but it does have some problems. And the problem is it will then do. So obviously, if it has found somebody that's basically, the problem was if you jump too high, it counts the air as you're cheating or flying time, and eventually it was end up sort of kicking or TPing the people what the result was of finding somebody cheating, and they weren't actually cheating. So I've left it because it's really good. I like the way it works. Maybe with a bit of tweaking it will sort of work perfectly, but yeah, I think we'll wrap it. Sorry, my throat's going there. I think we'll wrap this bit up now. We've sort of done as much as we can do to the command room. Obviously it probably will have to be extended a little bit, but yeah, let's go look at the next project. So I think for the next project, obviously after finishing the shops there, it's going to have to be the kingdoms, because it's a little bit complicated, but once it's finished I think it'll work quite nicely. A lot of players will sort of like to use that function. I think I've said before in another video, but it gives you sort of extra perks that you might not have got before. And yeah, sort of, let's come over here. I haven't really spoken about this a lot. I wanted to show it, but yeah, I like this. Very nice effect. We do have a few other bits coming to the villager face, but and here's the originator. Hello, Mr. I haven't even named you, but here you are. But yeah, no, so Kingdoms next. Mini games I think we're going to do sort of progressively as the server starts, because it's going to take quite a while and we're quite ambitious with what we want to build. I do believe this bit. Oh, if you are wondering why we have floating things in the sky, it's for us to get through all the barriers for now and to know where we've broken and then fix them for later. But yeah, this bit's pretty much done, I believe. I don't think... Where's that little gap come from? I can't even get through there at the moment. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, it's looking quite almost there. I'm looking forward to getting it done. I'm looking forward to doing some sort of survival episodes again, because I've been in creative for too long now. There we go. Yeah, I've been in creative for too long. I think I need to do some actual Minecraft surviving now. So to wrap things up here, I think we've done enough of the shop today to be happy with that. Just need a few more bits to do. Onto the kingdoms, and then yeah, we're getting somewhere then. So thanks for watching, guys. If you could please leave it a like and subscribe if you really liked it. Thank you. Bye bye.